Welcome back to the Tahoe Kids Show. I'm your host, Piper Arnold, and today we're here with Durkin Tree Service. All right, so spring is in full effect here in Tahoe. Can you tell us what we need to look out for after the snow melts?
Yeah, what we're looking for is a lot of broken branches, cracked trees, any defects in trees. You know, we're gonna start seeing a lot of pine needle debris coming out, which is great for defensible space.
So you just mentioned some defensible space. Can you tell us exactly what that means to you guys?
Yeah, the fire department has mandates for homeowners, which means that we're looking at any branches that are within 10 feet of a roof, trees that are within 5 feet of your foundation. You know, your first line of defense is definitely pine needles, any debris within that 0 to 5 feet of the house. You know, and then ladder fuels, you know, small bushes into larger bushes into tall trees.
All right, so if you see a tree out in someone's yard that kind of looks funny, how does someone know if they need to cut it down or not?
Well, if it's 100% dead, you know, you should have called us yesterday to get that taken down. Otherwise, if you have any questions, we do free estimates, so we'd be happy to come out and take a look at that for you.
Awesome. When we have things on the ground like those branches or pine needles, what do you guys do to clean that up?
Well, we have options. We can cut them up into firewood. You can use them for firewood. We can chip them. You can use the chips for mulch around your garden, dust abatement, that kind of stuff.
How many trees do you take down a year usually in someone's yard, and how many should actually be in someone's yard?
So one of my favorite quotes is Mark Twain said that you used to be able to ride a horse at full gallop through these woods without knocking off your cowboy hat. So what that meant was that there was probably about 5 to 10 trees per acre, and now we have about 50 to 60 trees per acre. So with that comes a lot of weakened tree stands, so you see a lot of storm damage, a lot of disease, the bark beetle, gall rust, other stuff like that. So you know, we're taking out quite a bit of trees, and you know, we specialize in large diameter removals around houses with cranes and everything. So we have the equipment to take care of the smallest to the biggest job.
Can you explain to us how you guys take a tree down, since a tree is a pretty large obstacle in someone's home?
Yeah, you know, every tree is different. So, you know, the closer it is to a house, if it's on a hillside, a lot of variables, you know, power lines, sheds, fences. Generally speaking, we like to just put a face cut and a back cut in and then just drop that tree. Progressively gets more interesting from there. We'll have to climb the tree, take the branches out as we go up, take the top out, piece the tree down. And then sometimes we just use cranes, and we get a crane and we just take big chunks out and put it in the road and process it on the road.
When we take down a tree, can you tell us all the different equipment that you use? Because there's so many different tools that you can use to take down a tree.
To take down a tree, we have a variety of equipment. We start with small chainsaws for the limbing saws, and then we progress into bigger and bigger chainsaws. We even have 6-foot, you know, long chainsaws. Then we get our chippers out, we chip the brush. We have bobcats. This is our primary piece of equipment for loading trailers with rounds and logs, and we can even feed the chipper with the branches on with this guy. It's in this mini skid steer you see right here, so we can get into tight spaces, go through fences, grab the wood, grab the branches out. We also have a stump grinder, so once we get the tree down, we can make that stump just completely disappear. Turns that into some really beautiful mulch that actually is really good for planting new trees in it. The tracks actually expand and contract, so we can get through a 36-inch fence. It's all remote control, so that actually makes it a lot safer for the operator. They're not, you know, traditionally you would have to be at the operating panel.
Thank you, Dan, so much for talking with us today. That was Dan Durkin from Durkin Tree Service. Tune in for more Tahoe Kids Show, and we'll catch you guys later.